Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast special edition series where I go over each and every 2024 NCAA Men's College Basketball Conference Tournament. This will be the MAAC, the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference, and this will be the 20th of 32 shows. The tournament will be held at the Jim Whelan Birdwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. So, you know the drill. We'll go over the seedings, and then we'll just go over the odds and such. So, without further ado, here we go. The number one seed in this tournament, with a record of 23-8 overall, 15-5 in conference play, the Quinnipiac Bobcats. The 2 seed, 20-11 overall, 14-6 in conference play, the Fairfield Stags. The 3 seed, 17-12 overall, 12-8 in conference play, the Marist Red Foxes. The 4 seed, 15-16 overall, 12-8 in conference play, the Rider Bronx. The 5 seed here, 16-13 overall, 12-8 in conference play, the St. Peter's Peacocks. Your 6 seed, 15-15 overall, 11-9 in conference play, the Niagara Purple Eagles. Your 7 seed, 15-16 overall, 10-10 in conference play, the Iona Gales. The 8 seed, 13-18 overall, 9-11 in conference play, the Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers. The 9 seed, 13-17 overall, 8-12 in conference play, the Canisius Golden Griffins. The 10 seed, 7-22 overall, 4-16 in conference play, the Manhattan Jaspers. And your 11 seed, 4-27 overall, 3-17 in conference play, the Siena Saints. So, without further ado, here we go with the bracket. So, first round begins Tuesday, March 12th. You have 19 Canisius, 18 Mount St. Mary's. Mount St. Mary's. It's been a few years since they moved from the Northeast Conference. The best player on the court in the spot will be Dakota LeFew of Mount St. Mary's. I project Canisius, though, as a 1-point favorite over Mount St. Mary's, total 143.25. In theory, Trey Dickens of Canisius could be the best guy on the court, so I'm going to advance Canisius. 10 seed Manhattan, 7 seed Iona. Iona obviously not as good without Rick Pitino there. Manhattan's a program that's in a rebuild. Their best player is Shaquille Bender. Iona has the best player on the court in this game, and Greg Gordon, 16 a game. I project Iona 10.5, total 142 and 9-10, so I'm going to advance Iona. In the last of 3 first-round games, 11 seed Siena and 16 Niagara. Niagara's the better team. They're the deeper team. And I project Niagara 11, total 138 and 4/5. That's a sentiment to how bad Siena is. So that's a testament how bad Siena is. So I'm going to advance Niagara. Quarterfinals, 19 Canisius, 1 seed Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac's really good. Led by Matt Belanc, 18.5 a game. I project Quinnipiac 9.5, so I'm going to advance Quinnipiac. Second of 4 quarterfinals on March 13th, 7 seed Iona, 2 seed Fairfield. Fairfield's been good this year in this league. Led by Caleb Fields and Jalen Leach. I project Fairfield by 3.9, so I'm going to advance Fairfield. March 14th, the third of 4 quarterfinal games, 6 seed Niagara and 3 seed Marist. Marist is a solid team in this league, led by Max Allen, the second, 11.5 a game. I projected only 2.3 over Niagara, so I'm going to advance Marist. And last 4 quarterfinal games on March 14th, the Thursday, 5 seed St. Peter's, 4 seed Riders, so the New Jersey Bowl in New Jersey, so that's pretty cool. Corey Washington's back from injury for St. Peter's. He was important to them. Averaging almost 17 a game. Ryder got it together a little bit in conference play, led by Mervyn James at 19 a game. And James, best guy in the court in this game. I actually project Ryder 1.7, total 137 and a 20th. It's going to be a full neutral. And both schools are pretty far from AC. So I have Ryder 1.7, so 137 and a 20th, so I'm going to advance Ryder. Semifinals on Friday, March 15th. First of 2, 4 seed Ryder, 1 seed Quinnipiac. James is really good, but so is Belanc of Quinnipiac. I have Quinnipiac 5.3 over Ryder. They're the deeper team led by Belanc and Amari Trice and Paul Latino. So I'm going to advance Quinnipiac. Second of 2 semifinal games, 3 seed Marist, 2 seed Fairfield. 2 good MAAC teams. We have Leach on one side. You have the big guy Allen on the other. But the better player and the better team is Leach and Fairfield. I have Fairfield 3.3, so I'm going to advance Fairfield. And in the championship on the 16th of March, 2 seed Fairfield, 1 seed Quinnipiac. Should be a fun game to the 2 best teams in the conference. I think it's going to be really fun to watch, entertaining game. Best player on the court is Belanc. I project Quinnipiac only 2.8 over Fairfield, so I'm going to advance Quinnipiac into the 2024 NCAA tournament, as they'll get the auto bid. Guess the C line for Quinnipiac, probably a 16. Maybe 15 if they're lucky. I don't think anybody's an NIT candidate, even Quinnipiac, if it loses before the championship or in the championship or doesn't win the auto bid. I think Fairfield is a logical CBI candidate, as is Marist. And I could see St. Peter's potentially sneaking in there as well as the CBI. We talked about for most outstanding player of the tournament. I think it's going to be Belanc of Quinnipiac. Odds for this tournament. So, for some reason, Fairfield is favored in this tournament, according to some books. Yes, 3-1. Quinnipiac's plus 380. Marist is plus 550. Ryder's 7. St. Peter's is 5. That's only because the reason why St. Peter's has a good number is because it's Jersey. Same for Ryder. Iona's 8 because it's Iona. Mount St. Mary's is 13. Niagara 17. Canisius is 40. Manhattan's 450 and Sienna's 500. So this is all very bunched in together. If I had to pick a team with some value, I honestly think it's Ryder at 7. I think that Mervyn James is a really good player. He can carry them. So I think Ryder at 7-1 actually has some value. All right, coaches. Most likely to jump for a better opportunity might be Tom Pecora. Might be one who's on in Quinnipiac. He might jump to a better school. Chris Casey's done a good job as an intern at Fairfield this year. I think he's going to get that removed regardless of how this ends for Fairfield. He deserves it. John Dunn at Marist has done a good job. Coach of the year will probably be Casey at Fairfield. Unless if it's Pecora at Quinnipiac. Hot seat. I don't think it'll be John Gallagher because he comes over from Hartford after the whole Steve Masiello resigning and then Rashawn Storrs taking over as intern. That deal, I just don't see that. I think that Carmen Massarello at Siena's in trouble. I think that's the coach on the hottest seat in the conference. Reggie Witherspoon did okay in conference play, but I don't know if that will get him into next season. Dan Engelstad, I think I think he has a chance to be let go, but I think he sticks around. Tobin Anderson, obviously year one at Iona. They'll be better down the road. Greg Palouse at Niagara. We'll see there. Bashir Mason had a better year two than year one at St. Peter's. And Kevin Badgett at Ryder, I don't think is going anywhere too. So I'd say the hottest seat is definitely Massarello at Siena. All right, so there you have it for the MAAC. Next up, that is a good question. I would want to say Big East, maybe. Maybe the AAC, maybe the Big East. Maybe the Big Ten, maybe the Big West. So that's a lot of them we have to do. Mountain West we still have to do. Pac-12, SEC, SWAC, and the WAC. It's going to be one of those. And that's a lot of them. And we're going to do some of them within the next couple hours and then into tomorrow as well.